the day. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions, didn't throw a touchdown pass, team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Now a dump off here complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now Wentz. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And going deep for Hill. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll look to throw again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
No score after one on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. Step, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And finally brought down at the 38. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff to Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call.
After review the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Wentz to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's good. Now Davis fumbles it, and he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Sliding out of the pocket. Gets this one to Hill. And it's a Titans touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They run. It's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And he checks this one down to Williams.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you
got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Tyreek Hill. As time expires in the first half.
And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. You think back to last week, they dropped that game to the Detroit Lions. Now they're trying to make amends here as they've got the football and the lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A first down carry for Henry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Wentz now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, he'll buy some time right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Henry, a giant hole up the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Colts getting ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing on first is Wentz. That's Gallup on the slant. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Wentz going to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for only a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Anthony Walker gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Now Hill to return it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the move to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Wentz's throw here on target to Hurst.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One final try now for Wentz. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.